Checkers YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about deadlock in limited liability companies. A deadlock situation in a limited liability company usually occurs in situations where required quorums cannot be achieved by neither side at shareholder level. A deadlock can render a company impotent, unable to take action, and leave the company vulnerable to internal and external risks. Unless otherwise provided in the Articles of Association, directors make decisions with simple majority. If the company has more than one director, one of them is appointed as the chairman by the General Assembly, regardless of whether she or he is a shareholder of the company. The chairman's vote has superiority over the rest of directors. In other words, the chairman has the power to break the tie votes. Therefore, the lawmaker has avoided deadlock situations concerning decision-making processes among the directors. Unless otherwise provided by law or in the Articles of Association, most of the General Assembly resolutions, including resolutions regarding election, shall be taken with the simple majority of votes represented in the meetings. However, different quorums are regulated under Turkish Commercial Code. There are certain General Assembly resolutions that must be taken with qualified majority. In contrast to the chairman's vote among directors, Turkish Commercial Code does not provide a deadlock-breaking mechanism for resolutions of General Assembly. Deadlocks in an LLC typically arise out of several circumstances, such as the failure to reach majority vote required by law or the Articles of Association, the failure to reach unanimous consent where the unanimity is required by the Articles of Association, or the failure to reach an agreement between equal shareholders. And increasingly common deadlock circumstances occur in companies where there are two shareholders, each having 50% of shares. Without any deadlock-breaking mechanisms, these companies face a number of avoidable problems in terms of time, money, and productivity. Judicial dissolution is the most common option for an LLC that did not adopt a deadlock-breaking mechanisms in its Articles of Association. In case of a deadlock in an LLC, a solution can be requested from the court by the shareholders. According to Turkish Commercial Code, if one of the legally required bodies of the company has not been present for a substantial period of time, or if General Assembly meeting cannot be held, the company may be dissolved by a court order upon request of one of the shareholders or creditors of the company. Another common and effective method of dealing with a deadlock is drawing up a shareholders' agreement. The shareholders' agreement is concluded between the shareholders in relation to the matters that is not regulated by the company's Articles of Association. This agreement only binds its parties and cannot be asserted against the company or third parties. If a shareholder, who is also a party to the shareholders' agreement, acts against the agreement and causes damage, other parties can claim compensation in accordance with the shareholders' agreement. Use of tiebreakers, which can be either external or internal, can be considered as an alternative as well. Therefore, in case of a tie vote, the decision can be taken by a tiebreaker, which might be a group of people, a professional advisor, a mediator, or an industry expert. Deadlocks may ruin the relationship between shareholders, and company may suffer a loss in the number of its customers, as well as a loss in time, profits, and reputation. Hence, breaking mechanisms that have been mentioned can be implemented in order to prevent the company from falling into pieces.